Alright, hey guys, what's up? It's Carson here coming at you with Minecraft commentary as usual. And by usual, I mean not really because... Ooh, water is dripping. By usual, I mean not really because, quite frankly, it's been a while since I made one of these and I thought, hey, let's make one of these. A big reason that I wanted to make one of these is actually because just the other day, something really kind of... I guess it's like... I wouldn't consider it controversial, I guess. But something kind of like strange happened, I guess you could say. I'm not going to name any names or anything, but I actually went to support a friend of our family. His mother, which she was relatively, older. She's been kind of like, she's been really kind of sick for a while, but it was always like, there's always that hope that they're going to get better and everything. But ended up she's in the hospital right now. I haven't heard anything yet, but there's a good chance that she's gonna pass away. But still keeping our fingers crossed. We gotta have some faith that she has the possibility of pulling through. If that's how it's meant to be, then she's gonna pull through. Awesome. I'm hoping for the best as always with that. But, I mean, it was kind of like, I've never been in, like, an experience like that. I've been to, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've seen, I've seen, like, situations in which people have, passed away, but it was never, like, really in that kind of, it was almost more like, I guess, more of, like, it sounds weird, I guess, but off the top of my head, the only, like, thing I can really think of is more like a family setting, if that makes any more sense. Just, like, the way it was set up, and... in the hospital and everything, and it was in the hospital bed, and it was somewhat of a strange experience, but in a lot of ways it kind of made me really think about a lot of a lot of stuff that obviously like I wouldn't have really thought of previously. And it's kind of like the value of life. Like, life we take for granted a lot of the time, and I know a lot of possibly my subscribers or a lot of people just in general. I know, like me, like throughout my life I've gone through points in time where I've been really depressed, and I'm just like, oh, life sucks, and what is the point of life, and blah blah blah, and you can go on and on about that all day, and I get that. I've been there, you know what I mean? I'm not going to discredit your feelings, not at all, because I've been there and I understand how that feels. But it just kind of put it in perspective, like, we only have so long to live on this planet. And, I mean, but of course, everyone's going to have their various religious feelings? Feelings? Is that what I'm trying to say? Well, anyways, I think you kind of know the point I'm trying to make. Those dimensions are way off. But it kind of put it in perspective, like, we only have so long to live on this planet, and, it would be a shame, if you just, like, were so stressed out about just, like, normal everyday life things, like, oh, how am I gonna, how am I gonna make enough money, how am I gonna, do this, what am I gonna do if I don't get this, insert item here, I don't know, like, what am I gonna do if I don't get this cool car, or what am I gonna do if, all these things that we stress about, these things that aren't necessary to living a good life, you know what I mean? Those kind of things. It kind of put it into perspective. Like, we can't really, a lot of the time, we can look at that and just be like, man, like, I just don't like life because it's not how I, planned it out. It's not working how I expected it to. And that's how life is a lot of the time. That's how life can be. I am definitely, one of those people who can say that for a fact that that is how life can be. And yes, it's not fair. Life isn't always going to be fair. But you can't take it for granted. I mean, we only have one chance to do this. There's no do-overs. And it's really important to, like, really think, okay, what's important to me? What really matters? Does this new car matter? Or does the times that I have with my family and friends, all this time, is that what matters? I think that's, like, the biggest thing that I really saw out of all of this. It really put it in perspective, because, I mean, like, once you're gone, once those people that, you care about are gone, that's it. I mean, you had your time with them. So, it's not always going to be bad, though. The way to look at it is cherish the time you have now. enjoy it. You know, don't stress about everything else that you have going on in your life. Don't stress about those things, because in reality those are small things that don't really matter. Just food for thought. Thanks for watching. As always, my name is Carson, and you've watched one of my Minecraft commentaries. Feel free to subscribe, like, comment, do what you wish.